Hello guys, hope you're doing well. So today I'll be talking about property blocking. So first of all, what is property blocking? Property blocking is a government procedure that you require when you are a buyer and you want to purchase a property which is mortgaged and the seller has a mortgage and he literally cannot pay his mortgage, right? So let's say the seller is selling his property for $1,000,000 and you agreed to purchase this property for $1,000,000 and the seller has outstanding 500,000 dirham mortgage with his bank, let's say HSBC, and he literally doesn't have money to clear off the loan, right? So in this case, somebody should pay the mortgage because in Dubai there is nothing like transferring mortgage from one person to another. So since even if you're applying for a mortgage, there is no way that he can kind of remortgage it or he can transfer the mortgage to you. So how it works, you or him should step number one, to clear off completely clear and pay off the loan, then get the clearance certificate, then transfer it to the buyer. Let's say he doesn't have money and you're the one who will be paying off his mortgage. I know it might sound a bit risky, but Dubai is quite safe and offers a certain government service called blocking or pre-registration. So how it works, very simple. Let's say your 1,000,000 dirham, which is going to the seller, will be broken into two installments. So 500,000, which was the mortgage of a seller, so from your 1,000,000, 500,000 will be going to HSBC Bank, and remaining 500,000 will be going to the seller. So you will literally make two manager checks, one under the bank's name, another one under the seller. So you never ever pay first the bank before you kind of pre-registered or registered as an owner. And also seller will never transfer you the ownership of a property before the loan is clear. So how it works. So step number one, the seller will get a liability letter that states what's the exact amount which is left with HSBC as a mortgage, let's say 500,000. Step number two, he also need to have NOC from a developer for resale if this project requires an NOC. Step number three, you and seller, you both, and let's say agent if you have, you all go together to registration trustee, literally to any of them, and you just simply tell them that you came here for a property blocking. So what they do is they will take all the signatures right there, right at the spot, from a seller that he's transferring the ownership to you, and from you as a buyer who will sign that you're purchasing this property. Now, at this stage, the buyer will give all the payments to the registration trustee, including commissions fee, commission agency fee if the broker is involved, including 4% Dubai Land Department fee, title deed fee if that's applicable, trustee fee, and let's say 1,000,000, which is in two checks, 500,000 plus 500,000. One is for the bank, another one is for the seller. Now they will take all the signatures and they will kind of pre-register the buyer as the new owner. However, the registration trustee will not release the final title deed under the buyer's name. So the pre-registration will take, let's say, around like half an hour or maximum an hour. You get an approval and trustee will hold all the payments, all the money. Sometimes they might take money by you swiping your card or the Apple Pay, whatever, right? Samsung Pay, whatever it is. And now the trustee will release one check, which is 500,000 under HSBC Bank. This check will be released under the seller's name. To the seller. Then the seller, the next step, seller will take this check, will visit HSBC Bank, and will hand over this check of 500,000, which buyer gave on his behalf, to HSBC Bank. So HSBC Bank, within 14 days, sometimes it happens just in one day or a few days, but usually in average it's like within 14 days, HSBC will release clearance certificate to the seller. Now, seller will take this clearance certificate, whether the same day, next day, or after 14 days, will go back to the registration trustee, will show them or give them this clearance certificate and will tell them, hey guys, I cleared my loan, I came here to collect my 500,000 dirham check, manager check, right? So trustee will take this clearance certificate and release the title deed to a buyer, or we call it complete the transaction. And buyer doesn't need to come in again. So there is only one-time signatures that the parties will provide. It's when they go for pre-registration, every party will sign, and that's it. So there is no need for a buyer to come after, because buyer can be literally traveling somewhere else, and he will receive the title deed via SMS message or email message from Dubai Land Department through the link. There will be a link, buyer will press on this link, and there will be a PDF version of a title deed, right? So this is kind of an unblocking, right? So the idea here is, when buyer is purchasing a property with a mortgage, so the purchasing price is broken into two parts. One is for the mortgage, to clear the mortgage. Another one is the balance for a seller, right? So he will provide these both payments simultaneously to the registration trustee, and they will hold this all money with the registration trustee, right? But keep in mind, when you're doing a blocking, there is no way you can give a cash payment. It all should be manager checks, right? So payments like Dubai Land Department, you can just swipe your card or tap your card and pay them using your bank card. So the process is completely secure, completely safe. There is no way that the seller can cheat you or fool you. Now, if the seller doesn't come back, let's say with a clearance certificate, in this transaction, registration trustee will participate as a guarantee, right? And they will release eventually the property under, will release a title deed under the name of a buyer. So that's the procedure called blocking. So hope this was helpful for you guys. Wish you a good day. Bye-bye.